Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. Okay, I have got to get myself together as far as reading. I have gone through, I don't like the word reading slump. I don't know why I don't like the word. I just don't like the word. I feel like, I don't know, like I've watched so many reading slump videos through the years where people are like, I'm in a reading slump and I just can't get into anything. And I've been into that before. I've had that problem too. But in all honesty, when I'm in a reading slump, like where I'm just not reading a lot, there's usually a reason why. There's usually an excuse for why. And in all honesty, since we got the puppies, I just have not spent a lot of time reading. I have spent, a half an hour here, a half an hour there. And so I was like, okay, what is going to inspire me to just, in all honesty, at the end of the day, when they're like running around the house or they're laying down next to me, I'm like, I just want to watch a show. It's so easy just to watch a show instead of pulling out a book and being like, I'm just sitting here and I'm reading. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. You know what I mean? So it's just, so if you didn't know, if you didn't watch any of my other channels, we just got 2 new dogs, and they're both surrenders, Walter and Otis, and I've talked about them on the vlog, and I've talked about them on I've talked about them everywhere else. So anyway, the picture's up on my Instagram if you want to go see them. But I have really, 2 things I haven't been doing since they came to live with us, which it's been 2 weeks Saturday. So this Saturday, it was 2 weeks. 2 things, I have really slowed down on my walking. And because I've slowed down on my walking, I'm not listening to my audiobooks as much. And I've also really slowed down on my reading because I was reading like an hour to 2 hours every single night. I was 20 books ahead on my Goodreads goal. Now, I haven't fallen that far behind. I think I'm still like 16 books ahead. But I've got some books. I had some goals this summer, y'all. I had some reading goals this summer, and it's not going to happen, okay? For example, I have got some new books to add that I'm going to show you guys, but I've also got some books that I've been trying to finish for the whole summer. So, for example, the Phyllis Reynolds Naylor books, Witch's Sister. So I think I read these originally, like the first 2, Witch's Sister and Witch's Water, when I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade. And every summer, I have all the books in the series. I think there's like 5 or 6 in the series, or 7. I have all of them. I have wanted to finish the series like over the course of one summer. And so this was going to be the summer. Okay, I am currently on page, hold on, let me get my reading glasses out. I am currently on page 37 of book 1. Okay, so this is a middle grade book. The books are like 100 pages each. Yeah, this book is 149 pages. Okay, I could probably finish this in an hour if I just sat down and read it. So it's time, and I will also say and take accountability for it and own it. I am behind on the Alex Cross books. I have not finished the July books, and now we're in August. So I haven't even done the announcement books, okay? But if you're reading the Alex Cross books, just do the next 3. My plan is to finish the Alex Cross books this week. And then once I finish them next week, I will make the August announcement for the Alex Cross books. But we're still doing the Alex Cross books. I'm just behind because I haven't been listening to my audiobooks and I haven't been reading. So this video is trying to inspire me to get back into reading. The only thing I've really been reading a lot of is Zombie Fallout by Mark Tutho on my Kindle, because my Kindle is just so easy just to take everywhere with me. So wherever I go, like at a hair appointment, I took my Kindle with me. If I have a doctor's appointment, I take my Kindle with me. So I have been reading a little bit of that, but my like paperback books and my audiobooks, I haven't been reading. So this video is to inspire me. So some of these books you guys will have seen before, like the Witch's Sister books, but I'm adding some of these too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books that I would like to finish by summer's end. Okay, now I know some of you, your kids went back to school and you're like, summer's over. No. This was just the start of adult summer. Okay, the pool's open to like the 1st or 2nd week of September. We hope the 2nd week of September, but summer to me goes until about October 1st. Well, the last day of September, and then Halloween starts. Halloween kind of really starts. Well, summer and Halloween kind of merged together now for me, because here's where I'm at. It has been the hottest summer in Indiana. It has been like 90 every day and really humid. I'm not ready for summer to be over because I still want to go to the pool and enjoy as much as I complain about the humidity, I enjoy the humidity at the same time. It's just so damn hot at night. But I'm also ready for fall and fallen leaves and sweaters, but I'm not ready to give up on summer yet. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like stuck in between there. So I have until October to finish some of these books. Now, some of these books are very, very much summer books, okay? And other ones we can float over into Halloween and the fall months. For example, R.L. Stine's Fear Street, which I am no further along in these books than I thought I would be the last time that I talked about my update. So this one has like the first 3 books in it. It's an anthology. So this can wait maybe until Halloween time. Okay, so we're going to back burner that one for a second. Now, my neighbor and I, we were going to read not just the first book, but like the first 2 or 3 books, because people recommend. It was funny what happened with this book. So Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. So many people asked me, they're like, Peter, would you read romance? Would you read smut? And I was like, I would try it. I would try a smut book. So people were recommending this book like crazy to me, okay? I mean, literally, I probably 10 or 15 people recommended Ice Alien Barbarians, okay? So last summer, my neighbor and I were at the pool, and I was like, people keep on recommending these Ice Alien Barbarian books. I had seen it at the airport. And so I mentioned something about it, and people were like, oh, it's all over TikTok, blah, blah, blah. So we decided that this year, we were going to read Ice Alien Barbarians. We were going to read like the first 2 or 3 books in the series, right? If we liked them. Well, as soon as I started talking about reading this book, then everybody was like, you shouldn't be reading those books. Those are problematic books. I don't know about that. All I know is that if you're going to read these books, I'm not recommending them to them. Do your own history research on it, okay? I'm not recommending them. I haven't even finished it. You know the truth. I'm only about a third of the way through it right now. And my neighbor, she brought it to the pool the other day in her pool bag, and she wasn't even done with the first. I thought she was at least done with the first chapter. She goes, we might have to carry that over to next summer. I said, no, I'm finishing this summer. We said we were finishing it this. She just laughed. So this one will definitely, this one and Witch's Sister, we're finishing this. Okay. Now, this next one, I think do I have another one of hers in here? No. The next one is a series that I'm just going to continuously read, like the Zombie Fallout by Mark Tufo. It's like 30 books in the series. So Kyla Stone is one of my new favorite authors. She writes apocalyptic novels, and The Edge of Collapse was the first series. I read the first 2 books in that. I'm now reading Point of Impact, which takes place in Miami, and I'm going to finish this one this summer because I just love these books so much. And this video, tonight I'm going to read, okay? Tonight I'm reading. So I want to finish this one like in the next week, but then these will just continue to go on forever. Each of her series, I think, has like 6 or 7 books in it. So I love her books. Now, Rotten Ruin, I just started the last time I made this video. We're going to put this on the back burner until Halloween, because I want to read this series by Jonathan Mayberry. But I mean, I'm literally like right at the beginning of it. Oh, I like that bookmark though that somebody sent me. That was such a pretty bookmark, isn't it? So anyway, I am going to save this until like the Halloween time. Okay. Then I bought this short novella because I was reading, where is it at? I read Clown in the Cornfield. Well, I bought the book. I think I bought all 3 books. And then I also bought the audiobook. So I have Clown in the Cornfield #2 right here, which we're going to save this till Halloween. But because I bought that one, I was looking up really good horror novels. And this one came up, which is called Rest Stop. And I just started it, and I am like on page, where are my reading glasses? I am on page, oh, another pretty bookmark. Who made these bookmarks for me? The Renata Company. Somebody sent these to me. These are so pretty. I am on page 15. So this is going to be another scary book that I'm going to save for Halloween time. Okay. Then I just brought from the garage, this is another apocalyptic series called Ashfall. I do think I might start this one, though, because I'm really into the apocalyptic books right now. This is Ashfall by Mike Mullen. A colossal volcano lurks. I think I already read this in a haul that I did. A colossal volcano lurks under Yellowstone National Park. About 2 million years ago, it produced an eruption as powerful as every nuclear weapon on the planet detonating at once. Times 7. The resulting crater was more than 10 times the size of Chicago. See, now I just want to read this tonight. It sounds so good. The size of Chicago. Most of my mystery thrillers, I listen to on Audible, just so you know. The size of Chicago and deeper than the Sears Tower is tall. Every geologist agrees. Not only can it erupt again, it will. Could you survive? That's the question facing Alex, an ordinary teenager. So this apocalyptic stuff all started with Susan Beth Pfeffer, Life as You Know It series, which if you're looking for, it's 4 books. Oh my God. My friend Nikki and I read them both. They're so good. So now I'm into this whole like apocalyptic thing. That's the question facing Alex, an ordinary teenager spending a weekend at home alone. When the volcano erupts, his town is plunged into a nightmare of darkness, ash, and violence. As the people around him begin to panic, Alex is forced to begin a lonely and dangerous trek across the ravaged landscape. He wants only two things: survive and find his family. Along the way, he meets Darla, a tough farm girl, sounds like it by that name, as comfortable skinning a rabbit as she is driving a tractor. Together they must find the strength to outlast an epic disaster. I know there's a Darla watching this and I just pissed her off, but I don't care. I've never met a Darla in my life. Oh my God, it's won all these awards. NPR's 2011 top 5 YA novels. I'm starting her tonight. Okay. Then the next one is this vintage thriller, which I said I just listened to on Audible. Well, this is Lucille Fletcher that wrote Sorry, Wrong Number, and I love that movie with Barbara Stanwyck. $80 to Stanford. I'm reading like a chapter at a time. We're going to try to get this one done this summer too. Okay. Kel Byron, A Lonely Broadcast. This one I bought on that unusual bookstore thing. And I really liked it when I started, and then I kind of lost interest a couple chapters in. We're going to save this till Halloween. This may be a DNF, in all honesty. The pages are, let me show you, they are really, they're really long pages, and not a lot happens. This might be a DNF. Anyway, we'll see. Okay. Then these are the books that I really wanted to finish this summer. So this is a gay book that somebody told me to read, and it is called Summer of '99 by J.L. Hyde. There she is on the back. For over 4 decades, Camp Shady Oaks was the premier youth camp for a summer filled with nature. It's a thrill. It's a thriller book about a camp. It was forced to close abruptly when tragedy struck. So I really want to read this one this summer. It looks like a short read, so I might start that one tonight too. Then Whistling Past the Graveyard, the acclaimed bestseller by Susan Grandal. These are all like summer books, okay? In the summer of 1963, 9-year-old Starla Claudel runs away from her strict grandmother's Mississippi home. Starla's destination is Nashville. I think I read all these in one of my last videos that I did, where her mother went to become a famous singer. Starla and Darla should get together and be in a book, don't you think? Abandoning Starla when she was 3. Walking a lonely country road, Starla accepts a ride from Eula, a black woman traveling alone with a white baby. Now on the road trip that will change her life forever, Starla sees for the first time life as it really is as she reaches for a dream of how it could be one day. This sounds so good. This might be an Audible version. It's kind of long. Okay. Looking for Salvation at the Dairy Queen. This is another summer book. In the early 1970s, the town of Ringgold, Georgia has a population of 1,923, 1 traffic light, 1 Dairy Queen, and 1 Catherine Grace Klein, the daughter of third-generation Baptist preacher. Catherine Grace is quick-witted, more than a little stubborn, and dying to escape her small-town life. Every Saturday afternoon, she sits at the Dairy Queen eating I love the Dairy Queen so much. Eating dilly bars and plotting her getaway to the big city of Atlanta. And when, with the help of a family friend, the dream becomes a reality, Catherine Grace immediately packs her bags, leaving her family and the boy she loves to claim the life she's always imagined. But before things have even begun to get off the ground in Atlanta, tragedy brings her back home. As a series of extraordinary events alters her perspective and sweeping changes come to her town itself, Catherine Grace begins to wonder if her place in the world... This one actually kind of sounds a little boring. I thought it sounded really good. This is kind of a quick read, though. We'll see. Okay. Then I brought out this. This was when we went to Mexico. I brought this out. And it is Joan Didion's The Last Thing He Wanted. But I think I'm going to start this one. This is a story that begins when Elena McMahon, estranged from her powerful husband in California and covering the 1984 presidential primary for the Washington Post, leaves for Florida to see her father, who does deals. The narrator makes it clear that this is Elena's version of what happened, not the version offered by the FBI and the late ambassador at large. Elena's well-mapped life quickly shifts to intention, spun out of control and gone wrong, arms dealing, covert action, assassination. As connections are made between November 22nd, 1963 and Iran-Contra and Castro, Didion shows us history's subtext. As this book builds to a terrifying finish, we see the underpinnings of a dark historical underbelly. Okay, so the Joan Didion book that I read was called As We Lay Dying. No, that was Faulkner. What's the book? Play It As It Lays, and I loved it, so I pulled this one out. But I might put Joan away until October. Okay. Then these 2 books are books, well, let's get to those 2 last because they're kind of sentimental. Brent Hardiger, The Last Chance Texaco. I have wanted to read this for years and years and years. The guy looked at me with a stare that would have frozen antifreeze. You the new groupie? Huh? Yeah, I said so. So no one wants you here. Why don't you go back where you came from? I can't go back. I wanted to say that was the thing about living in a group home. There was nowhere for me to go but forward. Brent Hardiger's second novel, a portrait of a subculture that many people would like to forget, is as powerful and provocative as his first book, Geography Club, which I loved. And I think Brent Hardinger has stopped writing, but I loved his work back in the day. He lives in Seattle with his partner, writer Michael Jensen. So this book came out years ago. I think I'm going to try to read it this summer. And then the last two, A Crime in the Neighborhood and The Bright Forever, are books, they're rereads. And I read these years and years and years ago, and I really want to read them in the summer. So A Crime in the Neighborhood centers on a headline event, the murder of a 12-year-old boy in Washington, D.C. suburb, the year of the murder, 1973. Marcia was 9 years old, and now as an adult, she still remembers that summer as a time when murder and her own family's upheaval were entwined. I'm really excited about reading this. And then The Bright Forever, I believe, takes place in Indiana. On an evening like any other, 9-year-old Katie Mackey, daughter of the most affluent family in a small town on the plains of Indiana, set out on her bicycle to return some library books. This simple act is at the heart of The Bright Forever, a suspenseful, deeply affecting novel about the choices people make that change their lives forever. When I read this book years and years and years ago, and I did read it in the summer, I was like profoundly affected by this book. So definitely these two. So I think tonight, along with the books that I'm already reading, I'm going to start, the chapters are really short in The Bright Forever, like 2 pages each, all told from different points of view. So I think I'm going to start The Bright Forever, A Crime in the Neighborhood, which I used to get from the library all the time, and Ashfall. I'm going to add those to my list. And then I'm going to, Last Chance, Texaco, and Summer of 99, we're going to put on the side. And then I'm also going to finish, so I kind of reduced my list here a little bit. Point of Impact, $80 to Stanford, which is Sister, Ice Planet Barbarians. So these are the books that I'm definitely going to finish this summer. And then we're going to add in there these two. And Last Chance, Texaco, and Summer of 99 are the next ones to go up. The rest of them will go till October. You guys have helped me sort out my summer reading list. I'm so excited. I can definitely get these done. And now I'm inspired to read again. So thank you. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.